Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to this upper bracket gold, the upper gold bracket third round match between Tilimorf, rank 13, and Nitro, V2Nitro, rank number 4. It's going to be an exciting one. We're starting off with item draft. Joining me in the commentary booth is the one and only Derp. Derp, introduce yourself to the people, will you?
Hey, what's up? I'm excited to watch this exciting race. You commentate with the Spiffy Thompson. Like you said, we've got an item draft. Round 1 seems to be the favored game 1 mode from what I've seen. I think a lot of these matches have started with item draft. So
yeah, this is a bit surprising to me, honestly. I do like the new mode. It still feels like classic map rando. It's not the pseudo double suit stuff that we've seen before. So I think it's a little bit more in tune with what we are used to with the season 4 race settings. But yeah, interesting choices. Interesting choices for sure. What do they got for us?
Speaking of no double suit, I believe Tilly actually banned gravity suit. The pick and ban was Nitro banning bombs, something he's been vocal about before. Doesn't want to do any fancy bomb jumps. Tilly actually banned gravity, which I would maybe argue is a mistake this late in the tournament. Once you start getting into further winners brackets, I think most runners already don't want to start with suits. So I think the suit ban might be a little bit of a mistake. But either way, we won't be starting with gravity. Tilly then picked the spring ball to start with, and Nitro, the wave enjoyer, picked the wave beam.
Ooh. Tilly almost taking a little dip down there in the bottom of the Edekund E-tank room there. Almost made a little mistake.
Weird spot.
Was it a weird spot? Yeah.
Around for it. I think it's at the top of the shaft that both runners are actually struggling with a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just season 4 settings with 2 less steps. Yes and no. Yes and no. It's if you just kind of pick like Spazer or maybe, you know, something else that isn't as wonderful like Spring Ball right away, it might just end up being, uh-oh. Nitro took a dip down below. This could be really bad.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it looks like this is probably going to be a reset. Although, this might take us to the map going down and around. Well,
no, not with the Coliseum there. So Nitro takes a minute 24 reset on a very speedy path to the morph ball. Takes a little mistake. He's feeling it now. You see him grabbing his face there, but honestly, the pick or the ban of gravity against Nitro, in my personal opinion, is probably a good ban because Nitro is known to be one of the speediest people in the Map Rando tournament and in Map Rando in general. Not only does he have like a memory card in his brain to download these maps, he actually moves really, really fast as well. So banning gravity against Nitro is something that I don't feel is a bad choice, but again, on the flip side, I don't think Nitro would want to necessarily pick gravity against Tilimorf either, because he's no slouch himself.
Oof. Nitro almost fell down again. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We saw both players trying to get to the map, ended up blinding into that morph ball, which doesn't actually give us much yet. I don't think I've seen a morph tunnel they've gone through. This may be...
Unless one of these rooms connects to... Well, I think one of these rooms might connect to the morph tunnel item in Main Street. Because at the bottom of the Edekund E-tank room was, in fact, Main Street. So we'll take a look here.
I believe it's the powerbomb door in this pre-high jump room, but without power bombs, we can't actually do anything with that. And the morph ball just gets us a second super pack, which also doesn't do anything at the moment. So I'm not totally sure.
Bombs and speed for Tilimorf, so that bans of bomb does not help Nitro whatsoever. However, Spring Ball is already in play, so that somewhat helps.
Yeah, having Spring Ball and speed means some of the fancier bomb jumps are usually going to be able to be skipped. Which, again, like Nitro can do regular IBJ just fine, but it's some of the weirder stuff like the getting up red tower with an HBJ that Nitro doesn't want to do against other top runners who may be able to do things like that.
A long double IBJ in Indiana Jones or top right a ship, anything like that's going to be pretty tragic if you can't do it quite all. Tilimorf's going to take the dip, and it's too much for him to handle. God. taking a
Oh,
reset.
that's also a big reset, actually. He's going all the way before
Yeah,
he
it's
got
a pretty big reset. So now Nitro is in the lead. 2 big resets from both these runners, these top runners here. We got rank 13 versus rank number 4. Not mistake you usually see these guys make, but hey, you know, the pressure of playing the other person is really starting to show.
Oh, so this is the morph tunnel
So,
right here for Tilly.
yeah, here's the morph tunnel for another pack of supers, okay.
I mean, you'll take them, but you were really hoping for something
Absolutely.
better than that.
So there's Nitro coming back through the crumble block on the left side of Big Pink. That is the logical spot because he did not find Power Bomb and does not know if there's another path that loops around. It is not logical for you to go through any other door of Big Pink except for where you came through if you come through the crumble block.
So
That
what
is a
the
logic step.
guess
If you
let's go
come
this
through the
way.
Power Bomb block spot, because that's where Nitro came into Big Pink, and I think Tilimorf will be heading back there soon to get his bombs at speed. You can't go through any other door because you don't have the power bombs to come back to that spot. So you grab those items and you leave where you came from immediately. And hard logic does expect that. And now we
Yeah.
see him using his speed booster here, which makes it look like that was the intended strategy.
Yeah, I was more asking what the seed wants us to do. I forgot about this path here to the left, which
Oh, yeah.
is a good heads-up play from Nitro to remember that he can't get back, and so he leaves right away.
Mhm.
There's our power bombs. It
There.
looks like
Yep.
that's the logic.
Behind the speed lock.
Get your speed
Oof.
bombs to get over here. Get the ice beam to get
Oh,
through the
yeah.
Metroid room, and then with power bombs you can start going through some of these other paths available to us.
At this point, it seems to be pretty much open a lot of places except for water and heat. Water and heat are our biggest obstacles now.
I wonder if we see Nitro go back towards the map, going back down the Edikun tank crumble block.
I think he will.
The
with
map
that
was
safety save.
the map was to the right, and that's like the only other way we have to get to the right. Plus, there's the save there.
Yeah, that's true. Going down the elevator, I believe. Nope, he's just gonna go book it straight back to Big Pink. There's a save in Big Pink as well. Just spy that on Tilimorf's minimap. Reacquiring of speed for the Tilimorf. Ooh, not quite in Big Pink, but close
Through
to
the
it.
power bomb door, it looks like.
Good old-fashioned bowling next to Big Pink.
Well, we get to see the good side of having bombs here, which is that you're not going to have to use 20 power bombs to get to this pretty common bowling setup. I feel like it's in that exact spot a pretty good amount of time, just because the rooms
It is a
line
common
up
bowling
so
spot.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nitro probably going to go through this super block Spospo escape now. Yeah, definitely. He wants those 2 items in bowling for sure.
So Tilly
Very
is
familiar
once
with
again
the setup. Yeah.
continuing in these other rooms in Big Pink. We'll see if he finds a way back. Because, like you said, the logic seems to be to get everything in Big Pink and leave before you leave the room, so you can go through the crumble block.
The yoink. The yoink.
This could be bad.
That's a
this is definitely bad. You're not getting back across that.
So Tilimorf getting trolled by that logic we've seen before. We've seen it happen a few times in the regular season 4 races where Big Pink is a tragic spot. It's happened several times, but maybe Tilimorf just kind of forgot. Which is understandable. So many map rando races, so many strategies, so much logic goes into these, folks. Folks, if you guys haven't seen the list of logic just for hard, tricky races, it is... You could paint an entire house with it. It's that long. The only person I think that can actually know all of it is the #1 seed Aussie. He's the logic developer for Map Rando. I specifically watched him do an expert race before, and I was like, "Hey, Aussie, so how many of these tricks do you actually know?" He's like, well, I can't do all of them, but I'm familiar with every single one." I'm like, okay, well, that just doesn't seem fair.
So Nitro actually turned around at the end of that room. I wonder why.
He might be going for the map. No, the map's to the right, you said.
It
God,
should
the pause
be.
is so
Yeah.
fast, I can't even see it. Probably gonna re-explore our areas around the spawn. So Tilimorf now making the correct move to get on out of there. Which is interesting. Oh,
Tilly's
he
gonna get
might
his power
be.
bombs.
He's gonna get his power bombs, his ice first, and then power bombs past the Metroids. But I think Nitro is actually gonna go down below Etico's E-Tank room now. There he goes. Looking for the map. Better to blind, or better to go for a map and maybe sacrifice. Don't die! Oh, he just saved. It's okay.
Yeah, not gonna be as costly of a situation as the last few for both of our runners, actually.
Honestly, this
Definitely
is a
doesn't
kind
feel
of yeah, it doesn't feel good at all, especially when you know your opponent is one of the top 16 people. Once it gets to top 16, top 20, it's a free for all. Anything goes. Anything goes. So he's feeling the pressure, absolutely.
You also think he's already feeling bad because of the full reset at the beginning, falling down at a
Yes.
shaft. So both runners are
Absolutely, yeah.
not feeling good right now. And fortunately for Nitro, he is in a pretty commanding lead here. Tilly just now getting over to what will be his power bomb pack.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna need some
Ooh,
bombs here.
close. Doesn't want to do
This is the kind of thing
IBJ.
Nitro isn't super good at, which is why he bans bombs. Jumps like these, which save the full IBJ from the bottom.
3 spots, 3 jumps. It's not too bad.
Yeah, was able to get it pretty quickly though.
Tilimorf employing the speed spring ball strats in Metroid Room 1. Very nice. Spring ball jump puts this in logic. It is in hard logic. You do not need the horizontal, what was it called? The mock ball speed inputs in there. Oh, Tilly. Oh, okay. Oof. Oh, that was a dangerous situation for Tilimorf. Getting stuck in the acid below a frozen Metroid. Manages to switch out of or into the supers and take it out before his health hit 0. He was below 20 health though. Ship information obtained for Nitro.
I think this leads to the map. If not, it's close.
I think so. I think it's
I
on
want
the
to
left.
say the top left door, but
Yeah.
Nitro's good at
assuming
knowing
the
where the
Fantoon?
map is.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, look at that.
Assuming the Fantoon, never punished.
Nitro was
Although we
a
have
step
seen
ahead.
a lot. Yeah. We've seen a lot of Brinstar already, so its decision to just check the top right door is kind of warranted. Brinstar is large, but not the largest. We've seen Big Pink, we've seen Metroid 1, we've seen Main Street, so not many tiles left, so he just maybe took a natural assumption for Fantoon, and here we go. Ended up saving him about 30 seconds.
Yeah, did we see the Fantoon save?
I did not spy it personally. Oh yeah, the lateral morph. That's what that's called. Good call. The lateral morph is not required for the spring ball jump in bottom E, which makes it okay for hard logic.
See if this is gonna be a nice 3-round Fantoon. Nitro got a little trolled with missile drops, it looked like, but we get the 3 round.
Very nice. Very nice.
We've actually seen 25 supers so far, by the way, because Nitro didn't get the one in the Main Street tunnel. I doubt he'll go back for it. It's a bit far, unless we get like a close gravity here, which is actually probably what the seed is going to do. Give us either a gravity or high jump to traverse Main Street, and then the next area is
I can agree
somewhere
with
on that side.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I would imagine high jump personally, but unless they want to just make it baby and just give him gravity real quick. There's been a spree of somewhat tragic seeds as of late in the tournament, so I think we're due for a jet seed.
Well, let's see the map.
Well, he's gonna see it. We might see it for about 4 nanoseconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get ready. Was there anything else at the bottom? It looks like it's just go up to Norfair through top right of Big Pink.
Yeah, it looked like he's gonna have to go through the area that connects to. Well, he doesn't have to. There is an X close to the save he's at. So
Nitro realizing he should have just reset. little bit of an error, but
So that
not too big
X
a deal.
does look like it might be a choice. It's not that far. A couple of rooms away from that save point he took beforehand. But getting
this
this
is what,
map now is
pre-ice?
actually massive.
I don't actually know what this room is called, but it's before ice, so
Lava platform tunnel, I think. I think was what it's technically called. That's good
Sure.
for Nitro. That's good.
is it?
Crystal Flash.
Oh yeah, Crystal
Flash
Flash
is
is
now
really
on the
good.
docket. Yes, very, very good. Since he's essentially only one tank right now. But now with the Crystal Flash, he's got about 4 tanks worth of health. Gonna farm up a little bit, perhaps, for chance. Yes. Tilimorf still blinding Brinstar, finding jail, and that E-tank on the other side.
Yeah, I think this
He
is
doesn't
past
quite have enough
Gauntlet
health to get this.
where Tilly is.
Yeah, it is. He's not feeling good about his start, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we saw on Nitro's map, this is not really going to lead to anything. I think if you go all the way to the top right, there's another Norfair entrance, and then close to that, there's the entrance to back of Gauntlet, actually, which is accessible from Norfair. But I don't
Yeah.
think Tilly's going to find either of those, and he's going back.
Yeah. Gotta still be careful, though. No suits with the acid will chew you up and spit you out in about, well, not even a second. It's ridiculous how fast that acid chews you up. Nitro cleanly making his way back. Gonna have the ice clip method here. Oh no, it's gonna go on the main street. So
I think he was just, he
realizes
had
he needs to
more
play.
than one hopper on him. He was actually getting scared, I think is what that
Oh,
was.
true. That's perfectly reasonable. Tilimorf now looks like he's finally gonna make his way back and sacrifice for that map, probably.
It is worth noting that the ice clip without X-ray is not in hard logic, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. Not in the hard logic at all.
I wonder what the logic
need
was to
the-
get back.
Most likely, it wants you to go in the Norfair because Norfair connector was top of Big Pink.
Oh yeah, it just wants you to not go for the map. Duh.
Yeah,
But with that
it
Fantoon,
wants you
we
to come
want
back later.
to get out and just keep the map, or keep the Fantoon kill
Absolutely.
rather. So that's what Nitro
Doesn't look like,
is doing now.
yeah, he's farming up. It doesn't look like he's too comfortable with this trick either, especially with speed and no high jump. Also, big scam. He has wave with this, so it's actually easier to just turn off wave.
Yeah, we saw the wave turn off from Nitro. That looks a little low. There's like a little pebble in the wall. I used to line it up.
Oh, I think that's
might be.
one. That's one high. That's 1 pixel high that time. But yeah, the first time I think you're right. It was low the first time. That looks a little high as well.
Yeah, this is really tricky without X-ray. With X-ray, there's a pretty big window. You just
High five.
higher. Get our high five. Nitro gonna keep the frog in position and farm up some more. With only one tank, no suits. This is actually really annoying
It's
to get through.
tragic. It really is. So about that jet seed, yeah, doesn't look like it's happening.
Not this time.
A little high. That's good for X-ray, I think, right there. I think that's the good X-ray positioning.
Yeah, the good X-ray positioning has a pretty big window.
Ooh, that's
so-
low. Nitro is he's sweating, grabbing his face. You can see it there. He's stressing a little bit, realizing that
There we go.
Tilimorf is a very strong player. Very nice, very nice.
Chili. You got the springwell jump, but actually unmorphed. So it's just gonna do the non-springwell method of getting through this with the ice beam freezing the Puyo on that high jump.
Gotta see what's comfy. Nitro not going for that super pack.
His health is a little low. He might actually now with this farming the cax for full health.
True, and that safety save right there as well. Makes sense.
No, he just thinks he'll probably find 2 more supers on path or just charge.
Yeah,
We'll see which ends up being the case.
more than likely both. We've essentially explored one region with 5 other regions to go. He'll find it on the way. He's confident.
Yeah, that is the end of Brinstar for Nitro, most likely. I didn't think there was any other area portals, and Nitro even checks for us. Look at that.
Did you see it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's a Norfair up here. There were 2 more Norfair portals. I don't think there's anything else. Looks like Tilly actually also went straight for this top right door, just betting on the Phantoon, and was correct.
Mm-hmm. He'd also seen a lot of the rooms. Oh, well, that is in logic. Here's our crystal flash logic.
I don't know if it is, because I don't think this is enough of our runway in hard.
Is it
Like,
not?
it's doable. We just saw it from Nitro, but...
Uh-oh. Oh, don't get blasted. Okay. Oh, he got blasted. He is not feeling good about his performance. We know
An
he's
important
ahead.
question here. How long before Nitro turns that wave back on?
Oh, true. until he needs it. Until he needs it.
He enjoys it. He picked it for a reason. He just likes wave beam.
I'm a fellow wave beam enjoyer as well. Last time I actually drafted Spazer in honors of Nito SM in the chat here. But typically, if I were to draft a beam, it'd probably be charge because my last tournament matchup I couldn't find charge in any of my seeds. But wave is typically the go-to beam for me.
It actually looked like those other Norfair portals were past bowling. Maybe there was another way that Nitro saw.
I'm gonna go around, yeah. Could also be maybe looking for another tank. Although I think the very top Norfair is only accessible from.
Hold on, we can see it from Tilly.
Oh.
Tilly is
Oh, there we go.
not as quick of a pauser, so we can get a good look.
Yeah, so the Criteria Green Pirate Shaft is only accessible from Norfair. So the very top right Norfair entrance is actually not obtainable from this direction. Can't reach it. So Nitro probably gonna.
There was another one. Tilly actually reset Santoon. I think that one may have been a mistake.
Did he?
Yeah, he reset after the map, but he
just went all the way back.
Saved, and he just reset all the way back, I guess.
Maybe he really hated the idea of Edeku E-Tank Ice Clip? I'm not sure. Personally, I think that's not a very good decision. But
yeah, it has to be a mistake. But that's a pretty big mistake. Okay, this looks like it leads to Norfair. So Nitro knew where he was going. Believe it or not.
So Tilimorf's gonna find worst room in the game. Nitro's gonna end up getting the X on the left-hand side more than likely. Looking for some help beforehand. Gonna end up going through the... Oh, wow, yeah.
Surely you can revert back to the that save till he can.
So it's not like it's completely out yet. A couple more saves than it will be, though.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have a save after the Phantoon kill, but he definitely has a save at the ship, which I would maybe be inclined to just go straight back to that, not have Phantoon dead. But Tilly's instead just going to Norfair, and chat pointing out maybe he doesn't realize.
All right, so our first little progress into Norfair here, Bubble Mountain. Nitro looking pretty comfy with his 2520, and hello, Mother Brain.
That's actually pretty good, because again, the rest of the map continues out of Norfair, so we're actually going to get to go to Mother Brain right next to Bryn, and then Bryn has the ship.
True.
So,
a little bit of a windy path to the ship. Actually. It's a little windy though, a little bit windy, but it's not bad.
It is, but it's all through Bryn, and with how long the runners took to get out of Bryn, I think they will
calling
be
it now.
Pretty
50 seconds on escape. Just calling it now. Way early, I know, but we'll see. Especially if he can get to the map. He's so fast with it. He really is. Tilimorf now making his way to Norfair himself. taking a lot of heat along the way, but that speed no high jump is really starting to get to him. It
There
hurts
it
a
is.
lot more than you think.
Is that water map?
Yes, that is the water map.
Okay. That's why Nitro is going to the left here, trying to get to it from the right. And this looks like a tank
Ooh.
right here.
Very
We
coveted.
finally get a second
reserve
tank. 25 minutes in. It's, of course, a reserve.
Hey, reserves. That's like a second life if you get bopped by a pirate and like a lower Norfair guy or a Meridia guy. Could be an extra life if you don't have it filled all the way up. Gonna find
so-
Aqueduct, 2 majors there.
They're Ridley and Dre, I believe, and neither one is really doable at the moment. Though we're not too far off from being able to do Ridley. Just a couple tanks and a couple supers, and this is within the realm of doability for Nitro.
Yeah, for sure. From the chat, we're saying Varia's probably got to be closed. Got to be closed. It could be. Really depends how many tanks are available in Norfair. There's a tank, maybe 2 available on the exit of Norfair right here. Tilimorf really considering there. It's charge beam. No more missiles need to be gathered. However, Nitro probably still wants a couple more supers if they're on the way.
Yeah, Nitro, with that charge, you're definitely just playing majors here, I think. Though there is an argument to pick up a few more X's, try to get to...
Oh, we also have
30.
Ridley. Ridley and
Yeah.
Parlor. Okay.
Well, there is some really good news. That is right before Mother Brain, so we do not have to worry about Ridley until we're absolutely ready. Especially with that charge beam. You don't have to worry about like farming up for Ridley and then farming up for Mother Brain. You can just do them both back to back.
Some opinions from the chat. If those 2 Aqueduct majors aren't Vari, then you go X's. It could, but the health is just so bad too, right? If we've already seen so many X's. Remember, 25 supers accounted for between these 2 runners, and not to mention Nitro already has 20 power bombs, right? So we're probably gonna see a lot more missiles and circles, tanks, before a lot more X's. Yes, there are 70
There was
supers
an
in
X.
the seed, but
There was an X right before Norfair, I believe. Like the entrance they could actually get through. That wasn't worst room in the game. And that was the 20th power bomb pack, so kind of trolled Nitro. There's a croc
All right,
locked
so-
behind Ridley. I don't think
Good
you could
old-
get to that before killing Ridley, actually. So that tank's
that
just out
X-ray
of the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. With that X-ray found inside of Aqueduct, though, that is now Fantoon X-Test. Ice X-ray morph. Well, let's see if Taylor remembers he needs to go back for Fantoon. And honestly, with full movement, it's not the slowest thing in the world. However, good shot.
Oh, the gate actually keeps going.
Hello.
That's kind of cool.
You're gonna have to
The
pause
gate
abuse
keeps
this,
going through
Nitro. You're gonna have
reserves.
to pause abuse. Oh, he takes the hit from the bug.
Yeah. I think Nitro was actually sacking there, just betting on it being Varia. It's actually gravity, so he wants to go back for it. That is
Absolutely.
really awkward. I may have been tempted to keep the space jump. Because this reset was before
Yeah, space
getting to
jump.
the aqueduct items.
Yeah, space jump here would have been really, really good. Just to get past right here, this room in particular, but also in the double chamber room on the bottom left side is Batcave, so they have a farm. He's good enough with the SM movement that he could just wall jump back up. However, the space jump just saved.
Yeah, he can get the gravity. Now, with a full reserve, or, well, most of
Yeah,
a
he's
full
gonna farm it up.
reserve, he'll get to this farm now, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, easily. Gonna have an easy time sparking up Aqueduct now as well. Tilimorf following the steps, getting into X-ray and his space jump.
It's still going to be a little awkward for Nitro, and later Tilly if he does the same thing. You really need a clean jump to get up double chamber, and if you don't, we'll probably see Nitro just go straight back to farm back up.
Okay, that's a questionable move from Tilimorf right there.
Yeah, Tilly does not have the power bombs to Crystal Flash, so that major is just not accessible. Actually,
He might go for that other
Dragon
circle
here in Nitro's position instead of doing all this. Just go straight down to Dre.
Absolutely. Surprised he didn't chose not to, actually. However, with Dragon being as close as it is, it's really not that far.
Yeah, it's another boss he can do just on the way back. Might need...
Nitro
Yeah,
takes
Nitro.
the death.
Realized too late that he actually needed another Crystal Flash.
He might have been able to just escape that. Oh no, it's never mind. There was another heated room after, wasn't there?
I think he could have as well. And you see now he's gonna go back for this space jump.
Oh,
Realizes
Yep.
it might be a little bit helpful. This race has been tough on both of our runners.
It's been tragic. It's been really tragic. Bad map location, although they ended up obtaining more from it, but still a bad map location. Had to wind around for it. The fact that both of our runners took multiple deaths in the beginning, and then also Tilimorf soft locking himself in Big Pink. Yeah, this is not a nice seed at all. Pops to reserve. Gosh. I've been blessed in my matches that I haven't had seeds like this yet. How about you?
Turned off wave instead of ice. Whoops. Nitro is fuming having to do all these pauses for menus.
I'm sure he is. His average pause time menu is
I'm not
going up.
entirely joking. That is something Nitro has complained about. Like, my pause time is ruined.
Hey, you know, you got to be good at something. He's good at many, many things, but he's probably one of the best at pause menu times. So, got a reputation to maintain now. Tilimorf going to the top left of Aqueduct, probably spied that tank to the top left of Parlor, above Mother Brain, which is accessible. Don't jump into Gary.
Tight.
Okay.
All right,
Nitro
Nitro
knows
made it out.
Yeah, he's clear. Clear.
With the gravity.
You think he knows that he takes extra damage if he just let the reserve pop on its own in heated rooms?
Oh, he definitely
I'd
knows
assume he
that.
would. I'm sure he knows. He's let it happen a couple times now. Close bow.
Can we get
Close
that
to
major
Meridian.
there? Through a waterway?
Not
easily.
no, that's actually far. Very far. Up to Cora. Yeah, that's far. But, you know, Meridia's kind of on the way, and we have, I think, another connector at the top, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Nitro just ignore that major for now and just go straight into Meridia. I think that is the expected play for the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, intended. Well, I think you can get to that major in Logic. It's just really slow, and we have so much stuff.
Nitro with a gravity suit, though. I can't tell if it's out of Logic. If there was another power bomb pack, a double Crystal Flash wouldn't necessarily put this out of Logic. That gravity.
I mean, I think what puts it in Logic is this tank here. That Tilly's about to get above Mother Brain. Actually, Nitro's here.
That extra tank, yeah. They're both going for it. It is a knee. So 2 tanks plus reserve and a Crystal Flash. I think that puts it in Logic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we'll see if Tilly goes back. I don't know if he even saw the item, actually. See, I think he died in Cathedral. So didn't actually make it to Double Chamber to see Gravity.
Oh, true. So our guys are synced up a little bit. We're still convinced that Tilimorf does not have the Phantoon kill. I personally didn't see it, so I can't ensure it. But
yeah,
Nitro
he checked the map and
Gravity.
Phantoon was alive.
Oh, dang.
Or the map tile wasn't lit up, I should say. Actually, the little boss icon disappears once you beat it, right?
I don't think so. I'm actually going to pull up the VOD. I'm going to try and take a look here in just a second.
It's not really something I think about usually, so I don't actually know. Either way, Nitro looks to be headed to Meridia. Tilly is going to go back for that major. With the second tank, this should be a lot easier. Though still no Crystal Flash. It's not going to be free.
So, watching the VOD now, Tilly kills Fantoon, instantly sparks the map, gets the map. Scanning. Oh, yeah, and takes a double revert out of Fantoon map. He is confirmed no Fantoon kill for Tilimorf, which is really interesting. I'm sure
a lot of heated rooms Nitro has to get to go to Meridia. I think he's gonna have to.
Kind of tragic.
That power bomb is a pixel too high, so I think it was too late anyways.
It was too late and too high.
That's before getting the tank. It's all the way after grav.
Neither of these players feeling good about their play at all. And
Tilly does make
the
it
effects
out
just
with the gravity
compound.
suit.
Yeah. No Crystal Flash.
Nitro was trying to get out without the Crystal Flash, but just barely wasn't able to. And then, like you said, Tilly does not have the ability with only 5 power bombs.
Yeah. This is, I would say this is kind of a rare occurrence for both these runners. In the regular Season 4 races, these guys move really, really fast, and the amount of shambles we've seen from them is out of character, I would say. But at the same time, you know, the pressure of the tournament. You cannot underestimate the pressure of the tournament matchups. It is just
it's also
a whole
kind of a
different
deceptively bad seed, because it doesn't seem like it's making you do anything too terrible, but I mean, just the low amount of energy is so hard to manage.
It feels like a challenge seed. Can you agree? It feels like a challenge seed to me. No tanks early. I mean, so much heat. You got to reserve. Crystal flashing. Well, takes the little bug damage instead of the Meta Knights. Those Meta Knights will hurt a whole lot more. Back to worst room in the game.
Chat mentioning Tilly. Back in Bryn looks to be headed back to the Fantoon. Also going to get another tank here. Potentially, too.
And there's that Crystal Flash from Nitro.
Not going to turn down a tank at this point, though, Tilly. It's a nice... I don't want to call it a benefit from having to go back for Fantoon, but that third tank is nice. Here's a power bomb Nitro got that Tilly did not. I think there's another power bomb around the ship. I think it was actually the V2Nitro tank item.
I think you're right, yeah.
It looks like Nitro is going for that other major. It's a little scary going
with this round.
Metal Pirates, but surely this goes well. Okay, never mind. He's gonna go
Arma. Good choice.
Yeah, because he can't go this way. This is Spore Spawn.
Just farming these guys over here. This room is, I think, considered a health farm. A farm? Do these guys drop power bombs? If they don't drop power bombs, they're not considered a hub. But I think they're still considered a farm.
I think they drop power bombs. The bugs. But it's not a very high chance. Luckily, Nitro does not need any. He's just trying to farm up his health, and unfortunately, what these guys do drop a lot of is missiles. Nitro had like 4 missiles on hand, so these first few farms have been all missiles. Now we're getting somewhere.
There's enough to get the reserve.
I wonder if Nitro remembers he has bombs. You can just bomb that.
Yeah, it's slow.
You're gonna do the super kill on the pirates. It is faster, but you risk that where it just drops all supers, which is actually kind of bad for this situation.
That was
Nitro had
I can't believe how many supers he had there. That was an insane number of supers that guy dropped. The kind of stuff we wish for in any percent runs, the kind of stuff that we dread in map Rando.
I mean, even in map rando, you usually want the supers. This was kind of an outlier situation. There's a fifth power bomb
One
path
tank,
that
one
Nitro
reserve.
is not going to grab.
One tank, one reserve. I would love to get that health. The E though, that's huge. Tilimorf probably going to get that powerbomb pack on the way out. That is his Crystal Flash powerbomb pack.
This is a big time commitment for this major.
It's also a big time commitment going back to
left
Fan
in the
2.
pool. Yeah,
Yes,
no question.
Spazer being the big one. Grapple is basically useless to us now. High jump is still useful for movement and speed, but not necessarily now that we have gravity.
Yeah, I think Spazer Grapple are the only two you're sad to see here.
Oh well, he's
I
definitely
guess what you're not
see
sad
that
to
one.
see.
Good,
I think there is a
Lordy.
Meridia portal somewhere over here as well, so Nitro won't have to go all the way back.
Yeah, never punished, right, chat? Never punished. That's like one of those choices that you commit to, and it just pays off massively, where the mass of the speedrunner people or the map random players would skip that immediately. It's so far. Meridia's to your left. It was free. And of course, it was Varia. I'm sure you've been in that situation yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one item you skip is the one item you needed.
We've all been there. And I mean, Nitro has always been a more thorough player when it comes to majors, ever since, you know, he started playing map rando basically. So
Yeah,
it's not surprising that he would go for it.
Well, he said this himself at the SG in-person tournament, map rando tournament that they, you know, Andy Oates and Ibn and all them did. Well, he said he always assumed that the fastest way is the correct way. Well, I wouldn't say Meridia over there was the fastest way. You know what I mean? And that major just happened to be Varia, just kind of solidified his route, of course, but at the same time, like,
I would have grabbed that tank, by the way, but classic Nitro. Doesn't want it.
He's feeling confident. Double suit now. He's feeling confident. He'll find another tank on the way. Again, we've only explored 3 of the 6 zones in this seed here, and barely any of it. And hello, Torian.
Here's the 4th. It looked like Meridia was the only thing in Norfair, so
oh my god,
this map is looking like a pretty long line. Maybe Meridia branches off though.
It could. It could. I don't know if you want to commit to Torian here, or Batuan here in Torian, when that map is miles away.
Doing
he's gonna stay though. True. Could definitely do an 80% fight. Tilimorf making its way up Main Street. Okay, realize
another tank there. If he wants it.
Yep, he wants. Another reserve for Nitro. How does this connect up here?
Okay, Nitro just knew he was running into 20 more tanks on path, so didn't have to get the one at X-ray.
When you have half the zone explored and you have 2 + 1, yeah, you're running into a lot of tanks.
Interesting.
West Ocean, classic.
Yeah, we're back in M.
Man, these maps are just intertwined, aren't they?
Yeah, look at that. Those 2 Turian portals are really far away.
Nice little pivot save here, especially before you go down. You don't want to have to commit to that down there. So we know where Varia is. Tilimorf, if he goes for Varia as well, he'll just be following Nitro's footsteps. But I still think that's probably the superior route, honestly. At this point, Nitro is in pretty commanding lead. Tilimorf probably just waiting for Nitro to make him another mistake. Of course, he doesn't know he's behind.
Yeah, Nitro is playing safe, has plenty of saves, is trying to minimize his mistakes as much as he can. X's have not been working out. Nitro's run into a few of them, really hoping for 30 supers, and just keeps running into more power bombs.
Doesn't need the supers anymore, though, honestly.
You don't need them,
Charge
but
Ice
you
Wave.
definitely like them.
If they're conveniently placed, absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's
Although-
been some convenient X's that have just all been power bombs.
Oh, I see what you mean. I understand. And the Meridian map. Get ready to stare because he's going to download it. 1 major, 2 major, red major, blue major, 3 majors. Wreck ship at the top there.
You could reset to Mama Turtle if you wanted that one. Looks like he's just going to go for these other 2 close majors.
I think he's
Or
going for
not
wreck
at
ship
all.
as well. Wreck ship. He's done. I mean, he's go mode. There's nothing that's stopping him.
Yeah, I'll grab this
okay,
one
that's not
major
wreck ship.
on Supers. There was
This
one more
Spazer?
below, and then there was the Mama Turtle. And of course, this is the worst one of the 3 with that grapple. I guess there could be a Spazer, though.
Ooh, Tilimorf taking a death.
Yeah, he tried to go... Oh, yes, he didn't actually save after the ship.
No, that's a really far reset.
Yeah, he has the
Really
Fantoon still
far.
now,
Oh my gosh.
But
Yeah, it's true.
goodness.
Gonna probably go get that E-tank or reserve tank. I forgot which it was inside of Main Street again. Still no Varia, so playing with tragic health levels here.
We're only looking for Kraid here, right? For Nitro.
Yes.
We've seen Ridley
Just
drag.
trade. Exactly. Which is surprising to me that he didn't want to, like... Well, he might keep in mind that he can only save once and take a double reset to the Torian entrance. Probably in the back of his mind for that one.
Yeah,
So
I
he
think
can
that's,
reset twice.
that's something Nitro is thinking about. Wants to keep that pivot save. Looks like
There
he's
it
going to get exactly
I
what he
think
needs.
he's good where he
Blind
is. Yep.
Kraid, way to the map.
It's
You don't even bother
this had
picking up the map in
potential.
this area. You just kill Kraid, spark back.
And then you leave. You know, we're done here, folks.
That's all we need. A little bit of trouble with the Kraid fight, but we got there in the end. You can check the map just to see if there's any close majors. This Nitro would still like a better beam. Even Spazer would actually be pretty nice here. There is a major.
Yeah, but
Close
he's not
enough,
gonna go for those. Those are way off in Narnia now.
Yeah, again, there's a couple majors on the way back for Nitro. There's one, I think, at the bottom of Climb, or like the somewhere around that area.
That's true. All right,
There's actually Vanilla Climb.
what's it gonna be?
I don't know exactly what the room
He's
layout
got.
was.
Oh yeah, you're right. If he's going for that one major, there's 2 majors up here. He only has 3 left available: Spazer, Plasma, and Screw Attack. It's gonna be Screw Attack, just
High Jump.
despite him, I'm sure. Oh yeah, High Jump. Forgot about that one. He's moving so fast. I forgot High Jump was not even obtained yet.
He's cruising for someone
He
without
really
high
is. Tilimorf running out of low on health. Gotta make it through just fine. Got another heated room though. Gotta skip that major.
Well, that's Climb Supers. It was actually Vanilla Climb Supers. Funny enough.
Oh really?
There is-
Oh, I'm just misreading
This
the map.
major through 230 hallway. That was the one I mentioned earlier.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I just misread it. Here he is. What is it, chat? Screw Attack?
It's a big commitment.
High
Time to go
jump?
through this room.
I mean, High
What's
Jump's
the
still kind of
limit
nice,
now?
but
Screw, probably.
probably Screw. You're in game. You don't really need anything. Never punished. Never punished.
I mean, I don't think it would be a punish necessarily. I think this was a good check. But
Yeah,
we
it's
do
definitely a
get
good
the
check.
maximum reward. Getting that plasma beam. Ridley and Dre are going to be super easy, especially Dre with the X-ray plasma.
Well, we are now past the 48-minute mark. Tilimorf still has 3 bosses to go. Has barely even left Brinstar / Norfair. Probably feeling really bad about his performance on this one. But he needs to be able to just brush it off and keep going, man. He's a strong runner. You can never count Tilimorf out at all. But Nitro is just as strong, if not stronger, being the number 4 seed at this tournament.
Was the other Meridia portal inaccessible? Because this is pretty far. I think There should have been a Meridia portal or a Norfair portal on the left side of Meridia. And
You're
this doesn't
right.
actually
There should have
link.
been.
Nitro's going to have to go
No,
all the way
it doesn't.
back.
It does not link. You're right. You might have just misread the map there. You know how he likes to keep his map type down.
Yeah, I got maybe trolled by the tube. Another thing that I think we can all say has happened to us before.
Oh yeah.
You see the tube, you're like, oh yeah, this is just a path we can go through, but it is not.
Oh no, it really isn't.
It's really not.
So finding Fish Tank, Tilimorf's first journey into Meridia, is gonna miss out on that Various dude. And
if
there's
Nitro had
Everest. So yeah.
down here, he could have been a lot closer.
Mm-hmm.
Not the biggest deal though. Nitro is still on the path to victory.
So maybe not in his mind. 49 minutes in, still has 2 bosses down in Mother Brain. He's probably not feeling too good based on where those bosses are placed. They're so close to Mother Brain. You see him
I think
with a little pep in the step, some urgency.
You get to a point where it's like, okay, if my opponent hasn't finished yet, he's got to be having just as much trouble as I am. And so once you're in that mentality, it's just you've got to keep playing your best and hope that whatever you
that pause abuse.
whatever you end up managing to get in this seed is like you just got to do the best you can.
Yep.
Tilly's actually going to
play your best game.
Plasma. Looks like
he's looking for a farm anyway to get health back. Not gonna get any of that, but hey, you know,
he'll get a nice game.
Always fun to have. Yeah, taking more damage is definitely not what you want. Yep. Nitro definitely on the path to victory here. Just got to go back, clean up 2 bosses, Mother Brain, and then back to Brinstar for the ship. No animals in this tournament, thank God. I mean, personally, I don't have much issue with animals, but I know a lot of people don't like the animals.
It depends on
How about you?
How far away they are. It can be pretty miserable if they're just like, all right, go 3 areas in the wrong direction. Good luck.
True. Yeah, Tilimorf is kind of in this reset purgatory over here.
I like doing
Ends
Ridley
up resetting the plasma.
Dre here for Nitro, by the way. So he'll get the Ridley and Dragon drops to refill supers for Mother Brain.
True.
This might be a tank, yeah. Problem is, it's
a
not
reserve tank. Yeah. Tilimorf is, I think, at this point, just waiting for Nitro to hit dot so he can stop.
Yeah, it's almost there. Nitro is getting close. Needs to be a little careful. Ridley's down, full supers. Get plenty of health from Dragon drops, and even if not, we have the back cave farm to get through either way. Could even jump down a sand pit if he wants another X. Definitely something you would do in this situation, Trust. Wait, hold on. Nitro. Is this faster?
You going the wrong way? Oh, yeah. It's a little faster. You just don't have to loop around past whatever that was, Coliseum or whatever it was. Or Coliseum. Yeah, you skip Coliseum and you just go to the spiky electric room and then you just go straight down.
I'm not sure if that was actually faster, but I don't think it was slower.
Probably a wash. Yeah. So now Tilimorf with the Meridia map. Probably gonna go hope that major up top is Varia. We know it is not. Which means it's gonna be either Spazer, which is highly likely. High jump, screw attack. I don't think we skipped another major inside of Meridia, did we? Oh, I'm sorry, in North. The grapple hook, grapple beam, grapple. It's not really a beam.
Yeah, especially since Tilly already knows about plasma. That grapple is more than useless. You're not even gonna get to use it on Dre.
Yep.
Guess I could use it to farm. Still doesn't have Varia.
Varia was a pretty tragic.
He's gonna go to a wreck ship. He's gonna find the map. He's probably gonna go for that far major.
There's 2 very far majors up there.
Was there a second?
I'm just
one?
surprised. Yeah, there were 2, and they were both far from each other.
Goodness, I only saw the one.
I'm kind of shocked. Yeah, I'm shocked that Spazer was placed so far away. Plasma was so much closer.
Yeah. Well, they were both
Imagine
at
it
the
being
end. I think once you get far enough in the game, they can both be far away.
Yeah, I think you're right. Especially if it's not like
layered save, by the way. It's kind of funny. I don't think Tilly's laughing though.
No, definitely not. Hey, we've all been there, right? We know what it's like. It's not fun. Gotta brush it off and keep going though, man. I have no doubt Tilly's gonna pick himself up and come back strong in this second race. It's almost time, y'all. Chat, what is the escape timer gonna be? I guess, what did I say, 55 seconds in the beginning of this seed? We got 1:05 from
I think you said 50.
25.
I'm gonna say a minute
50.
flat. I'll agree with
I'll go with
86 in chat. It's gonna be a nice quick fight for Nitro.
No ketchups, please.
Yeah, could have survived the catch-up with the reserves, but no reason to.
Only one if you get double scammed. The double scam, they hurt.
You can technically
Maybe not at all if
leave, but
yeah,
that would be a specific setup.
It's happened. It's honestly, I've had it to where I intended to take the ketchup. Wow,
This is longer than I thought.
huge timer, way longer. I intended to take the ketchup, and the ketchup missed me, standing still. There is a particular spot you can actually just dodge the ketchup by not moving.
Yeah, this escape is so messy. Nitro's even pausing, trying to figure this out. I think he wanted to find... Hold on, I lagged out a little bit. He wanted to get to the big pink portal. Yeah, he's actually going to reset.
Gonna reset for it. Wow.
Yeah, you want to go across the
with
top
that much time,
of Level Mountain. I think the reset
with that
is
much
fine.
time, yeah, I think it is actually beneficial. The wraparound is not fast.
I also think the reset was less worried about the escape timer and more just this is the fastest way to get back up Level Mountain.
Fair argument. How's your experience been in this tournament, Derp?
Too bad. I think I have a race scheduled for Sunday morning, and I believe we are getting iced. There's a large storm coming to my location,
Oh,
so that one might not end up happening.
Same here. We've got 2 storms incoming where I am in the Midwest.
I think you've got a race coming up as well, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
I do. Me versus the Blade Blod. That's the Woo, as WX calls him. Yeah, he had a nice little upset. Although I just think Sunwoo's massively underseeded, anyways.
Yeah, I do think Sunwoo is just a good player for sure.
He's a very good player. Didn't spend too much time in the season 4 races, which is why his seed, I believe, was underseeded for sure. He was given the seed of 24, and that was like that. No, that doesn't sound right at all.
Chat saying Sunwoo sandbags in the weeklies.
I mean, it kind of feels like it. He was spending a lot of time on the Dash randomizer tournament.
Yeah, he's one of the few runners good at both randomizers. Nitro also very good at both.
Get your GG'd in the chat for Nitro.
Finishing with an official time of 58:17. Tilly is instantly going to forfeit. Probably thankful that it's over.
That smile of relief. Like, get me out.
Yeah, but you mentioned Sunwoo, not the biggest practice racer. Both of these runners do a lot of practice races, and I think that's good for situations like this for Tilly, being able to mental reset, go straight into the next game with a clean slate, since you're used to doing races back to back like this.
Absolutely.
So that will be put to the test, as we will be moving on to game 2 in just a few minutes. Welcome back, video game players, for another race between Tilimorf and V2Nitro, the Super Metroid 2026 Winter Map Rando Tournament. We had a not fun game 1 for our runners. Spiffy, do you want to talk about what happened to them?
God, there's so much to talk about. Death, plus soft block from Nitro, plus soft block from Tilimorf, plus more death. It was just bad. You guys will just have to watch it.
Yeah, not a fun seed for our runners, but Nitro was able to come claim the victory. So we are moving on to
time as well.
Yes, still sub-hour, which not guaranteed, especially for a seed that mean. So we've got a random objective seed now. We've got I believe, Nitro banning Acid Chozo and Tilly banning Bowling, so those will not appear as our random objectives. And meanwhile, Nitro picked Metal Pirates, or Tilly picked Metal Pirates, sorry, and Nitro picked Phantoon. So those are our objectives that we know about. There are still 2 more that the runners don't know. We get a immediate high jump. That was something that the runners could not find in the last seed, so I assume they're happy to see that, getting that movement item right out of the gate. Maybe not happy to go right back to the room where all their troubles started in the last seed.
That's true. They did spawn right in the save area here. It wasn't a run-through save this last time, but this one is. Come on, Taco Tank. Oh, right. We have high jump. You're right.
Yeah, immediately gets put to use.
No Taco Tank enjoyers in the chat, I see.
Not yet.
Orb. Powerbomb. Do you think they'll go straight to Gauntlet?
I think I wouldn't be shocked if they went through the Metroid room to try to get to the map, which, by the way, we saw with the map check, I believe both of them checked the objectives. Our other 2, as you can see, our tracker, Horse Girl, put them on screen, Ridley and Botwoon. So not very nice ones.
Okay, so oddly enough, after all 3 of those sections, those items were got in the beginning, Morph, High Jump, and Power Bombs, every option was locked by either Supers or Power Bomb. So Pit Room, blocked by Power Bomb. Top of the Taco Tank Room needs Power Bombs. Gauntlet needs Power Bombs. Menu Room needs an explosive to get through the crawl hole, or R Jump, which is out of logic. Yeah, so lots of options. We don't know which one necessarily the correct one, but Supers is always welcome. Always welcome. Nitro looking to go back towards the Taco Tank Room. Let's see what he's rewarded with. Tilimorf gonna go through the Metroids.
There's a 2-tile vertical room here. Could be a like a pre-wreck ship tank, and then there's something at the top, because this should dead end pretty quickly. I think this is just a 1-tile
2 super doors. Oh, good dodge of the Metroid room for Tilly.
Ooh,
Nitro reset instantly.
So we'll get to see what was in that room that Nitro died in. There is a major.
Oh, possibly 2. And then another major to the bottom left in Watering Hole. Is Tilly gonna go for this? Surely not with with 0 tanks, 99 health.
Yeah, so it looks like this major might actually just be Varia. That Nitro is
could very well be
blind here.
Could very well be. Sorry.
I don't accept your apology yet. Maybe we'll get to that point. All right, let's see what we got. It is.
And there it is. This is going to be a much faster seat than the last one, folks.
Looking like it.
Boo, says Divine. Grooving boo.
The fans not happy to see a a free seed like this. We even get a nice tank, so two
one tank,
sources of
Various suit.
protection.
Going
Down
straight
here.
back to that major in the Upper North Fair Reserve room. One major, possibly even two, possibly even another pack of supers. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see if Nitro goes straight back for it or if he wants to go for the map. Looks like he's going to get this major and then probably get the map afterwards. So Tilly going to be in a slight lead here, having that knowledge already.
Nitro know this is a map, though? Or a major? He does, right? Because he peeked far enough?
I don't think he got far enough, but he still wants to go back there. He's assuming that with the Varia suit being early, this is probably going to be his next progression.
Yeah, that is fair assessment. Fair. Item number 1, wave. Item number 2, a pack of missiles.
Oh, that's not really
Still welcome.
Is it? Was there something through this at the top left on the map? We'll see if Tilly checks it, but there was a green hill. Was there a area portal on the other side?
I think there was maybe even another major, but I can't remember. These guys, if I'm not in the match itself, the map pausing, it's too fast. It's too fast for me.
We got a raid from.
Do you also have a racer mode? Do you have a race mode? Because if I'm racing, I will pause and map so fast, but if I'm not, it actually might need 15 minutes just to catch up. 2 more X's and Green Hill, and the exit from Wreck Ship into Meridia. So yes, you were right. All that stuff over here.
It's a little scary from Nitro going straight into another Metroid room. That was kind of a crazy avoiding the Metroid, getting the shot off the back.
Actually, I don't think it was just a shot. The Rinka actually bopped him through the door, and the iframes prevented the Metroid from attaching.
I think it was both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, you know.
Either way, Nitro gets the map. We see what I mentioned earlier. We've got to go up through Green Hill, and since we only have 2 ballistic packs accessible to us, the wave beam is required in logic to get through.
And there we go.
Take us.
They're off to the races.
That might not be true. This might. Is SX gonna be? It's not a power bomb.
It is supers.
The wave is not required in logic.
It is actually still, I think, based on what's available actually, because I've spoken with this with Lofter, and he's explained it to me in a way that I can understand for my small brain. So it's tricky. It does not expect you to collect every possible missile pack and stuff. Only about 70% of them. So of all the available packs to you, if it does not, if 70% of that, it does not equate 15 projectiles to get you through the gate, it's not in logic.
I guess 70% of 3 is about 2, so that would only give you 2 ballistic packs. You need 3 to put that gate glitch in logic, so that makes sense. The wave beam was required, and that's why you needed Varia to get that item. And thus, we have a Varia suit right out of the gate.
Alrighty, though.
For better or worse.
Well, we're going to be able to dodge all of the tragedy that happened in the very first seed. And thankfully so, I'm sure these players are staying in their minds.
These drops were kind of trolling Nitro. Had to do like 6 farms for 2 power bomb drops.
Ugh. Tilimorf running through with just 1 currently.
I didn't see where the map was. I know Nitro is usually a go directly to the map kind of player, so I assume it's this way.
Tilly makes a little mistake there. Realizes he's already been in that room. Is it just me, or does Tilimor's sprite make him always look like he has space jump? I mean, if he's used to it, more power to him. That's just confusing.
I think Tilly has used this for every race. He just likes the sprite. He's comfortable with it. He knows the lineups.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I just couldn't tell if he had space or not. Well, obviously we can tell because we're an observer, but if I were to play the sprite, I wouldn't be able to tell.
It is a floaty looking jump.
Mm-hmm.
This is not enough power bombs actually to get up.
And
Need
yeah,
3.
so a little tragedy here for Tilimorf.
Yep. Luckily,
Go back down and
the room before has a lot of power bombs to get from the crabs.
Mm-hmm. It's not quick though. Well, maybe a little faster than the troll farms that Nitro got.
Yeah, luckily the Troll Farms has given Nitro full power bombs, so once he sees this room, he'll be able to climb right up. Does need to get this gravity jump though. Having a little trouble. I don't think he got to jump through the door. No, there we go.
So the issue with Tilimorf is that he doesn't have all 5, so if he has to come back, he can't without another power bomb.
It's a little scary. Not guaranteed we find a good farm for the power bombs. Nice little manip for the key hunters. That was actually a little scary, but until he gets through.
Yeah, it gets through just fine. Well,
this is a good powerbomb farm here. And the map.
All right, feast your eyes on the Meridian map. GT, couple of X's, criteria to the bottom, and another major. Tanks are not useful. Will he go for the...
Was there anything else up here? I might have actually reset, because it looked like the only progression, there was a major criteria at like the bottom middle, but that's over by the entrance. So I actually probably would have reset here.
He might want this X. I don't know. No charge, but it's a little far and a little tragic. Nope, he's just leaving. He needs the power bombs. Don't know when his last save was. He might just pop off the Brinstar.
Yeah, I think he's looking at it again. He's
weighing his options.
Walking back.
There's a high chance he takes his middle right door to go to Brinstar. And there he goes.
Okay, I wonder if we see Nitro reset. Yes, we do. Okay.
Yep.
There is a Brinstar path. I didn't see this, so that's what Tilly's going for. Trying to go for. The crumble block being a little trolly.
And yoink.
So is everything else in the room. Tilly gets shot by a cactus, gets grabbed, gets spiked. Everything's going wrong. Well, bad news about Bryn.
That is bad news. However, he has the power bomb to go back down into Criteria now.
Is there another Bryn portal? How do we get there?
There is, but it's past the back front of Gauntlet.
Okay. So Tilly gonna have to go back up?
Or back of Gauntlet. The one without
this time the key hunters are not as nice. Tilly takes a shot.
Gonna get that power bomb farms from the Gigas down below.
I didn't see... Oh, Major hasn't made it there. I was going to say, I didn't see what Major he got. That's because he hasn't got it yet.
What is it? Is it going to be Spazer? Is it going to troll him? Oh, you know, that's actually really good.
Yeah, high jump.
No gravity, high jump already attained. Yeah, very good.
Potentially puts like a Main Street in Logic or a
G4.
Similar room. G4. That's the big one.
I'm not sure if Nitro is practiced in underwater wall jumps.
He can. I think he would prefer having access to the spring ball, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Looks like we're going to see a criteria. So we've got some divergence from our runners, both going to different areas.
Shaft. And Wreck Ship Shaft for Tilimorf inside of Brinstar. Usually a really good hub to see. One item, so many door connections. Just the pack missiles, but still welcome. Pausing for the map.
To be a little
somewhat
careful
close. Oh, yeah. He's got it, though. Oof. Fine. That one hurt.
We're
nice
okay.
Pivot save for Tilimorf as well. Ooh, finds the Fantoon save. Yeah.
That is good value. Fantoon is a required objective.
Keep in mind, folks, this is a random objective. So our objectives, again, are at the bottom of the tracker for each respective player. Which, in this case, is Fantoon, Ridley, the Troll Ridley, Botwoon, and the Metal Pirates. The Golden Pirates.
It's 2 powerbomb drops from that Kago there for Tilly. That's Fortunate.
Huge. Yeah, that's very, very good. Nice little pivot save for Nitro and Speed Booster. Ooh, that's a good item to have. Gotta find his second tank as well.
Yeah, another good item, especially with high jump. You don't have to deal with the awkward movement, and you get the benefits of having Speed Booster in your arsenal.
Absolutely.
Tilly getting this Fantoon. That is a far
No
criteria
fast.
map. This might get awkward.
It really depends on how the world is situated. So if Criteria is actually a dead end in the world, like let's say we spawned in Torian and the exit is to the bottom right, correct? If Criteria is the bottom left corner, it might not be so bad, especially if there's like a Ridley or more, well, not Ridley, more preferable Batoon. Doesn't quite have the stuff to take down Ridley quite yet. But if Batoon's over here, he's in a really strong spot. However, Tilimorf already finding Fantoon, gonna get this map for a large area like Brinstar, also in a really strong spot. So remains to be seen who's really ahead.
Yeah, a lot of it's gonna depend on where Mother Brain is actually. If one of these big areas, especially for Nitro, with how far he's going for the map, if Mother Brain's here and he's just got to go through it a second time, that is a pretty big advantage for Tilly.
Yeah.
Potentially.
All right. Brinstar map. Feast your eyes. Lo and behold, we have Batoon.
Two majors.
Spies a Batoon, spies 2 Torian entrances.
That's a
Major and
awkward
Bubble
Batoon.
Yeah, it's not a good Batoon at all.
You really want your charge so you can kill it from the other side with charge wave, ideally with plasma as well. Because if not, you've actually got to go through Dragon to get to the front of Batoon.
I think that was a sigh of relief from Tilimorf. He's got the bombs with 5 power bombs. I think that was a pretty big sigh of relief for him. That's a very welcome major. Not needed, no, but still very welcome.
That's a Ridley blocking the way to the Criteria map, potentially. Nitro does not have the ammo to kill Ridley yet.
Really? Did we see the Ridley? Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just through
oof,
whatever room that was.
So this is looking pretty bad for Nitro now. But not great for Tilly either, because if he has to come back far for Criteria. Yeah, Mother Brain. Where's Mother Brain? That, I think, the question. If Mother Brain's in Criteria, bad for Nitro. If Mother Brain's...
Did Nitro reset because he ran out of power bombs? Is that what happened? Because he was actually pretty far from where he was. I wonder what happened.
Protect Tilimorf?
Okay, he did. That's tough.
Oh, but he might find the answer to Ridley. Yeah. He's really not that far away from... one super pack away from being able to kill Ridley. It's tragic having to use missiles and power bombs, but hey, it's doable.
I mean, you will take fighting Ridley over being able to deal with Ridley over not being able to deal with Ridley, and this actually gets us straight to the map, it looks like.
Okay, so 2 X's, and I think he's good to go to take down Ridley. No X's. A major very far and no X's.
It's actually not too far. Just down the tube.
Oh, yeah, because down the toilet.
There are a lot of
He's not happy with what he sees.
He's actually going to reset.
He's going to come back. I think it's fair. You got your speed. You got your... He's really...
Oh, he actually needed to fight Ridley to get out. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think so. So he's going to go for this major.
A little far. It's in the sine wave room. It could reward him. If that's charged, that's huge. If that's gravity, it's huge.
How many missiles would he need with 20 and 5? Would he need 40 for Ridley?
For 20 and 5 or power bombs? Let's see.
Yeah, like 20 supers, 5 power bombs is what we have access to. How many missiles would you need after that?
Let's see. If you got 20 soups, that's going to be 3/4 of his health, which is 12,000. And then,
but yeah.
Wait, is that what I? Yeah, 2/3. Sorry, 2/3, which is 12,000, and then the 5 power bombs. If they all double hit, that's another 2,000. So 14. He would need a 40 missiles. So you're right. Spazer beam, everybody's favorite
Somebody in
beam.
chat called it.
Nitros. Cosine. Sorry, Divine. Sorry. Cosine room. Right. Sine starts at 1, not 0.
Nitro is not happy leaving this Ridley behind, but the ammo just doesn't work out. He needs one more super pack, and it's just not there.
Yeah, probably really frustrated the fact that he even spent time looking at it.
I mean, the
Speed
frustrating
beam.
part is he's got to go all the way back.
True.
This kind of sucks. But
It
he does know.
suck, but exactly. Go for it. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, once he has the ammo or the charge to kill Ridley, he is just going to go straight back, not going to keep going forward. Whereas Tilly might get all the way to the end of the world and then have to go all the way back for Criteria. So if Nitro can cut out some of that backtracking, it's still not too bad.
Wow.
That
Freest
is
map in the world. Let's go.
a nice map for Turian.
Not so nice that you see you see Norfair on the other side, the biggest region, going even further away.
Guess what?
from
Guess what?
Ridley.
That Norfair, it was speed locked. It was through Decora, so we have to go to
True.
Criteria anyways.
That's actually great news for Tilimorf. Low that he doesn't know it, but
It's great news for Nitro. Not great news for Tilly.
oh yeah. My fault. Yeah. So Nitro gonna find the backside of Crockermeyer in just a second. Instant 180.
I was hoping it was like a
Like
Kraid. Even though Kraid's not
Well, he's-
required, you can do it.
He's out of
Kraid's
power
actually
bombs now.
Bryn. He's got enough.
He has enough, but I don't know if he realizes that the ice gates up top are good for him.
Actually,
oh no, he can't get to it. Uh-oh.
You know, this is not enough at all, is it?
Uh-oh.
Might see a reset back to Criteria if we can't find a powerbomb farm.
Dude, that's not a good reset. That's tragic.
Yeah, because it's just
Yeah.
Ice Hallway and Gauntlet are only accessible rooms.
Womp womp. And it dawns on him. Back to Criteria.
That's tough. That back of Croc was really trolly.
Yeah. Nitro is still 1 game up, so he's still feeling okay. Probably thinking that Tilimorf is going through the same troubles as him. Tilimorf actually just kind of readily going through. Gonna find this. What was this again?
I think this is a spring ball.
Not a high jump. Spring ball, right.
And then speed was actually
Speed
pretty much at the end of this Criteria, so Tilly should be able to get that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's actually an argument to be made that Tilly takes speed and bails. Doesn't even go for Criteria map.
Be tough.
That might be a little.
I don't think he will. He's already spent the time to come all the way back. I think he's gonna confirm that there's nothing else to do here, and then realize Ridley's here. It would be the safer choice. However, we're not always playing the safest in our tournament matches.
Yeah, what's tragic for Tilly is he's gonna end up in the same situation as Nitro he's got the same ammo entering Criteria. He didn't find anything in Bryn, any X's in Bryn that he got to keep. So he's gonna see the Ridley and have to leave as well. And so that advantage that he had over Nitro is just gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's true. So I would say, yeah, Nitro is back in the lead. Yeah, he's officially in the lead.
I would say so.
I should say.
It's interesting that Nitro decided to climb up pre-aqueduct that way. He was having a little bit of trouble with the grab jump earlier, though. I wonder if that's why.
Mm. Reset the room for the normal manipulate we usually use. 1, 2, 3 jumps. Doesn't quite get the manip he wants. Gonna take. Ooh, nice little mock ball past that guy.
Fancy move there. It does the manip a little differently than I do. I don't aim down there, I don't think. Doing those jumps into the corner, I think I'm just holding angle down. I don't know if that changes anything.
It's not too much different. Oh, Nitro misses the spark. Tilly resets after finding Ridley. Face checking the Ridley there.
It's a tight short charge. Nitro does get it though.
There we go.
Gets this nice spark, saves the power bombs.
Save the power bombs, shaving off a little bit of hair off the top. Tilimorf now also sacking for a map. Realizes the fan tune.
Did this lead to Fantoon? This wasn't how Tilly got here.
I think it does. The up door into Forgotten Highway? The cave goes there? Oh no, Bubble Mountain. Yes. It's just an alternative route. So it does connect.
Yeah. So
it's going to be the bottom right door.
Good news for Nitro.
And all of your power bomb woes are done. Well, most of your power bomb woes are done.
Yeah. Again, I know Nitro, not a fan of having bombs, but there is something that bombs does give you, and that's not having to worry about power bomb management, which can be really bad. Speaking of really bad, by the way,
tough.
Tilly does not have that speed booster, so can't get to Criteria map. He got blocked by the speedway.
Yeah, he didn't. Oh, now he does. Look at that face. He's like, man, if I just went right first.
He's got to go all the way back, and he's still gonna have to reset because it's Ridley to get out.
But yeah, does he just leave though? I wonder, because he know Ridley's here. He's gonna have to come back anyway. Does he just leave? Nope, he's gonna go for the map.
You really want this map. When you're that close, it feels so bad to not get it.
Yeah, when you know you can get it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Nitro was a missile early.
Enrage. Pretty rare. He did that Phantom really cleanly in the first scene. Maybe feeling a little extra pressure.
Maybe. Not doing a great job dodging these flames either. It's pretty tricky on the right side if you're not practiced. You have to be really precise with your morph movement.
I tend not to dodge. I actually try to take out all of the flames. I find it a lot easier. And even if you do get hit with the suit, especially, it'll just drop health and you'll be fine. The farm from those flames can be very nice. A missile pack. Surprised Tilly didn't go straight for the... Surely he's not looking for... Maybe a little bit of a misroute, but I don't think he's trying to go for Ridley ammo. He's pretty far away.
There were enough missiles in this area, I think. Just barely. So Nitro gonna get this Bryn map. There was a major... I think that Tilly has in double chamber. Was that screw, I guess?
Yes. Screw attack.
Yeah, Tilly just keeps blinding. He has access to the map, but he's just
making some questionable choices, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's how Tilly decided to handle this, but he's gonna get some items here. I think this is a missile and a tank.
Very questionable from Tilimorf indeed. I'm gonna make a note.
It's another tough seed. It's not as
it's pretty tough for sure.
Not as deadly as the last one, but it's still a lot to figure out. This Ridley location is so bad.
It's I have to agree with you there. So seed 1, we have Proll from health and soft locks. This one was pretty big on powerbomb management. Every once in a while, you'll just have a seed that you just need to constantly look at that powerbomb count.
You ever fight Croc for the X here in Nitro situation?
That's a tough choice. I would actually probably not fight Croc for this.
Yeah, this should be enough now.
Okay.
With 25 supers, Nitro has enough.
Maybe. Yeah.
And
with
Tilly
Mario
also
2,
has enough, actually. Once he gets the super back from back of Gauntlet.
On the backside. Mm-hmm.
It's tight, though. You hit all 20 supers. Ridley has 6,000 health left. If all 5 powerbombs double hit, that's another 2,000. So you need 40 more missiles. Mm-hmm. And Tilly has 45, so he can miss a couple powerbomb double hits. Can't really afford to miss much ammo, though.
For every missile pack, yeah. Yes, I think so, too. I agree with you.
And I'm actually a little surprised.
I think one more missile pack, I think Tilimorf can do it. We'll do it. Because at that point, if you have 50 in 20 with 5 powerbombs, you only need those powerbombs to single. Blinding this, though, is definitely questionable.
Yeah, at some point, I really feel like you just got to go back for the map. There is another missile,
all right, so, yeah, exactly. So he should be turning around.
You just go. You just commit to it.
Yep, there he goes. He's going for it.
Okay, this way. Wanted another super. Wanted to be full. The green pirates are actually pretty nice dropping supers. They're not the best source ever, but they work. You know?
Not the worst. So it looks like Nitro will be turning around. Going through Wasteland at the moment.
He's headed straight back to Quateria with that extra super pack from Volcano. Through Volcano, it looked like. So we're going to have 2 pretty tight Ridley fights here. Going on simultaneously.
It's a good race, though, isn't it?
I mean, with that, the runners are pretty much even, right?
Yeah.
Tilly's a little bit ahead in information, but you know that Turian map was literally 1 room away from the entrance, so it's not like that's going to be huge.
And Nitro cleaned up that Fantoon fight. He got that Fantoon credit that Tilimorf already has. You think he'll just go for the map, or do you think he'll just turn around for Ridley? He has to go for map.
Surely. You get the map, you see what else is going on. There's not really anything. It's just the spazer. Maybe he gets
he doesn't know that. That's a big oof if he does. Hoping that it's charge or even anything else.
He really used so many supers, by the way. I thought he was full.
He missed shot one to open the door, and then he hit one to the wall, trying to hit something else. All right, so Nitro already has all the information. Gonna get this tank in supers.
I might go for the missile under Ridley just to be extra safe. It's like, if you can help it, you want to be able to Ridley without using the power bombs, just because they are slow and kind of suck. But Nitro not gonna go for it. Not gonna pick up that missile pack. Means he will have to open up with a couple power bombs.
Boom, boom. But more than enough to handle it.
Yeah, this is enough. Just need a couple power bombs. Only 1 to double hit. Actually, meanwhile...
You can actually start off with 1 if you wanted to, but then it kind of ruins Ridley hitbox in the beginning.
That's what I do a lot. I'll open up with the...
While he's still in the darkness?
Yeah. Once his eyes light up, you can lay the power bomb for a free double hit. Tilly is not getting good drops from the green pirates. I mentioned this was acceptable, but it's not good, certainly.
Yeah, commentator's curse, I guess, huh?
Yep. There's the 20, though. Tilly will be able to continue this fight.
Just like that, folks. We got a close race on our hands.
Yeah, it's close as long as Tilly can execute, though. He has a much harder Ridley fight to do, and so
True.
the pressure's on him to execute this properly. There's that powerbomb I was talking about. Once the eyes light up with the free double hit, that was actually a little late, but still got the double hit, so it's
I
okay.
think it still got the double. Yeah,
It did. We saw Ridley.
I
flash
might have
again.
learned that one. Yeah, I
That
might
one
have
did
learned
not
that one
double hit.
probably.
So missed one.
Ooh, Nitro almost missed that super there into that tail.
Yeah,
Almost
that could've
whiffed
been
it.
bad. But he's through with Ridley. Tilly got enough damage from the power bombs. Just has to make sure not to miss anything.
Yep, abuse those pogos. Abuse those pogos. When it comes down to ammo, I try to make sure that he is 100% in pogo mode before I fire those things.
Yeah, really can do some trolly things even when pogoing. I'm sure you've seen the jump backwards that he will do sometimes.
Oh my god. The back pogos are so trolly.
there was one right there. Tilly had to be a little careful. But gets through. Actually, pretty
Sigh
quick fight.
Sigh of relief. All right, so Nitro's still on the lead a little bit. Tilly's got a little bit more information I think we discovered.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro will probably not have a ton of... He will not take a ton of time reading the Turian map because there's nothing there. He just has to get to Norfair, and once he sees that, he should be able to go.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be keeping this lead. But Tilly is on his heels. It is not over. We have a close race. We do still need to kill Bosswoon. Don't forget that.
Game three. Yeah, I signed up for 3 races. I want 3 races. All right, I don't know about you.
It's looking likely, or looking possible at least.
Very, very possible. Oh,
Nice down
Nitro
grab
pulls
there
out that
from
nice
Nitro.
little check. I cannot do that. I cannot.
I don't even go
jump.
for it. I won't pretend.
I've tried several times. It's never worked out. All right, so
Good
back
news
to
with
India. Back
the screw attack, Nitro won't have to do so much nonsense for
no
getting
more
through
power
these
bomb
rooms.
management.
Yeah.
The power bomb management relief. Yes, absolutely. Screw attack having massive value right now.
Don't know if Nitro meant to break all those blocks. He's got Varia though. He's okay. But he took out his platform for safety.
No. Nice
Where
little
are
save
we
here in wreck ship shaft. We're
There's a full refill to the left because we need to fight Botwing, and we know the rest of the game is up because we haven't seen Mother Brain yet, and we've seen all the other objectives.
True. Yeah, that makes sense.
Looks like
There's a
Nitro
farm
saw
here at the
something.
top.
Is this gonna take
Okay.
like a mythical refill or
Ice tutorial into what looks like amphitheater.
Oh, this goes into. I saw this earlier. This connects to Aqueduct, and so there's a couple
Ah,
hexes
okay.
over there. It's just again, it's not. Maybe we're not even fighting
Nope.
Botwoon. It's we do have to. You have to do a lot. You have to get through Dre and Botwoon without that
I'm
charge.
still
beam.
looking for Mother Brain ammo as well. So
Hmm.
at this point, I think he's just hoping for a speed
I mean-
skip being available. And there's
I mean,
a
with
farmer on the
30
right-hand side.
supers, you can kill Dre and then go to Botwoon. The other issue is you'd have to DSBJ up Dre because the left room is a water room. It's butterfly.
True.
So
Do we have any Dragon grapple escape enjoyers? Where you have to
I'm a
fry
fan of the
yourself
grapple
with
escape.
grapple jumps? I like it. It's punishing though.
It's a different Turian entrance than Tilly found. So
Yeah.
not gonna get that easy map. Not yet, at least.
If he pauses and sees the map, he's gonna see that the other Torian entrance is right next to it.
Oh, Tilly.
Uh-oh.
He's okay.
No gravity means a fall there is death.
Yeah, if he messed it up a second time, it would have been scary. Yeah,
And
Nitro sees
he
the bad
sees
news.
it.
He's gonna try to get there from his current location, though.
So we actually have butterfly room down below to farm right next to a save. So this is all completely doable. Even if you kill Dre, you can just farm right back up. Not gonna go for it though.
Nitro.
Ooh, yeah. Won't take advantage of the farm down there.
Yeah, there was the upper Norfair, the one tile farm at down Alcatraz, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Chili gonna go to Turian.
Sees some more X's.
He sees the map though. He knows there's
there.
nothing over here. I guess you could go. You could go through
Where is he
Speedway
going?
for an X. All right, we're not doing that. Nitro's gonna keep going. Doesn't want to
If
go
Tilly,
for this boss chain.
if he goes for it though, I think he'd pretty much take the lead. Nitro seems to be committing.
It depends on how long
it.
it takes, right? Like how long it takes Tilly to
save right there. Yeah. I think they
There's
just
that farm
want
I
to
was
skip
talking about.
Dragon because they know it's not necessary.
Yeah, but I mean that requires charge, and if you're only using charge wave, that actually is a super through if they wanted to go through Speedway. And there's some UWJs if you were worried about Nitro being able to do that.
Oh yeah, nice and clean.
Okay, I know it doesn't require charge, but you still don't want to. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Oof, there are these couple X's
In this situation,
here.
would you go for it?
I think so. There's the full
I would.
refill to the left of the area. It's not too far. Oh my gosh!
You don't even need the full refill. It's just like if once you commit down into the butterfly room, you have to do it. And I think they're really trying to avoid that. Plasma's nice, but no charge means it's pretty much useless.
Yeah, not useful at the moment. I don't know. I really think I would be going for it, but it's
Same.
tough.
Absolutely
It's
agree
tough.
with you there.
There's a lot you have to do. The Dre fight, the DSBJ, then you have to execute Botwoon, or you have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not free. I don't blame the runners for not wanting to do it, especially not in a race setting, and especially not after how the first seed went. But
on the flip side, you can kill Dre and go back and save. Dre's a one-time deal.
that is true. We saw Mother Brain there in Norfair. We knew it had to be somewhere over here. I think Norfair is our last area, right?
Have we seen Rick Ship?
Yes. That was what we started in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There was nothing in Turian, and there were no portals other than the Norfair portal.
So right now, the sooner Tilimorf tries, if he wants to commit to this, he can. Nitro is deep in the Norfair territory. Finds the ship too. So here's literally the rest of the game.
Yeah, that is nice. Having a little bit of trouble with this springboard jump.
The double spring balls is it's
oh,
not.
He killed the fish, or no? He's trying to get. I thought he was in Main Street. He's in Everest. He's trying to get to the middle.
Yes.
Okay. Does he have to do this to get out?
Like maybe actually. Yeah, it does look like he has to do this to get out, because the top left is a dead end.
Okay.
Now Nitro is probably turning around for Dragon Botwoon right now with his 40 missiles and 40 supers.
Yeah, he didn't find the map.
But he knows the rest of the game's here, so...
It's in the cubby. And not Fantoon locked, surprisingly enough. Let's see a DSPJ here from Nitro.
Will he
Just
have
to
as
get
much
up,
troubles as Tilly? Looking like it, yes. The previous room was Chronic Boost, if
Ooh.
I'm not mistaken.
Big first try here from Nitro, actually. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
Tilly also got it pretty quickly. Like, we pointed it out, but it was still like a third or fourth try. I think. Maybe it was more.
Like third, fourth, fifth try, something like that. But I mean, it's double spring ball is not easy.
Yeah, there's some players who are really good at it, especially
Eddie,
the
Nito,
Eddie.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
our Metal Pirates. There's our Mother
gravity.
Brain. A lot of majors over by the ship.
A lot.
I think
He's
Nitro is
looking
kicking
for-
himself for not saving at the ship, actually.
Oh, he skipped the save?
I
That's
think so,
shocking,
because if not,
actually.
would you not just reset here? Because all the
No,
majors
you're
were
right.
over by
You're
the-
absolutely right. And there's even one in West Ocean at the bottom. So
Maybe it's just
Tilimorf
a-
now making its way to the North Fair. It is officially Nitro's game to lose.
Yeah, I would imagine Nitro's just super thorough here. Gets all the majors until he gets that gravity. Once you have gravity, it's pretty easy because you can spark Dre, and then he has 40 supers for
Everything else.
Platoon. Mother Brain's doable. It's not. Oh no, you can speed skip it. So this is enough ammo as well. Looking really good for Nitro here.
I'm surprised he decided to play so safe. He is up one game, so maybe that is a factor in his decision here. Tilimorf, on the other hand, I thought would play a little more aggressive. With Butterfly Room, and perhaps they just didn't recognize Butterfly Room.
I mean, I really think it's just like... Well, there's charge, so now it's free. I think it's just they didn't want to do Dre.
It's fair.
Funny enough,
That's
Nitro doesn't
completely
have that
understandable.
plasma, which would make the backup Platoon play. I mean, it's doable at
Much
the moment,
faster, yeah.
but it's not fast with just charge wave.
You remember where the plasma was?
It was actually like under Platoon,
Oh, really?
if you remember that. I don't remember
Oh, right,
exactly
yeah.
how Tilly got there, but it's somewhere in that area.
Where's Botchboon? So the layout is Eddie, Aqueduct. One of the sand pits goes to Butterfly, into Dragon, into left to right Dragon, into left to right Botchwoon. And Nitro just found charge. They both have wave, but they didn't have a way to kill it from the back.
It looks like Nitro is in fact going for all these majors. Did maybe his longest pause of the whole series so far, just mapping out his route through this side of Norfair for all those majors. I say the longest, it was still like less than 10 seconds.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Nitro go up and right from the map? Why didn't they just super down?
What do you
He
mean?
really wasn't far away from the ship. So Tilimorf now got the map. Gonna peek the backside of... Oh, right. Metal Pirates are here. I keep getting it confused. I thought that was 4 tiles in Mother Brain. Okay, never mind. We're good.
Good super drops. Tilly also didn't get that double X in I believe it was in Turian in the morph room. So that is a nice bonus for Nitro at the moment.
He's really banking on this gravity being really close.
I mean, it has to be here, right? We've seen all the majors.
Yeah. Ice. And there's
There
the
it is.
grav.
Okay. Doesn't have to go for the far
I
one.
don't think we've
luckily.
seen the ice. Yep.
You could go for the far one. It's either ice or plasma, and both of those are quite good at the moment.
But I think he's going to take your suggestion. He's just going to speed Dre and then, well...
Yeah, you get to do a full any
Will
percent
he?
fight. I guess he's got grapple too. You can do like an any % opening into a grapple kill if the patterns are weird. And then you can do an any % Botwoon as well. There's probably a farm you can take on the way back up. Somebody can go to that farm through Alcatraz that I keep saying. I've said it like 4 times. Somebody will do it, surely.
Skipping the ship save again. He doesn't need anything now, though. He wants for nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if he
Well,
actually
I guess he
skipped
can want that plasma.
I'm not sure if he actually skipped that save, because he had full resources, so I think he just didn't want to reset. He just wanted to do those metal pirates.
Well, that's true. Tilimorf taking the slow way back, but is now going to commit for the reverse kill on Botwoon.
Yep.
A little slow. No grapple either.
I probably would have gone to the left and sparked up instead of climbing the snail, but I think they're about the same speed.
Yeah, just one's a lot more pain in the butt. So Nitro here is going to catch up to Tilimorf in literally just like 10 seconds.
It's actually really close, isn't it? I think having the gravity is too much, though. Nitro should be.
Yes, because they're going to get the Botwoon relatively the same time, but Tilimorf is going to take a substantial amount of time longer returning from.
Nitro still has to...
He's got to go up Main Street. He's got to go up Main Street.
He's actually doing the reverse Botwoon with just Charge Wave. This is going to be slow.
That's true. There is a very specific pattern. I don't know if Nitro knows it, but there is a specific pattern that you can get a pair of supers into from the reverse path.
You know, this is just a big advantage Tilly because of that plasma. He's already done with Botwoon.
Leave, Tilly. You don't need that. Well, I mean, the farm's kind of nice, but leave. All right, so this is very close. I'm hoping for a game 3, chat. I don't know about you guys. I'm hoping Tilimorf pulls out something real good, because now the Mother Brain fight is going to be pretty fast as well. He kept 14 supers. That's going to be plenty with his Charge Wave Plasma. Tilly is on the path out. Nitro's going to have to play with Botwoon the Sneck a little longer.
I mean, this fight is miserable.
It really is. That plasma being the key factor right now. Yeah, Tilly leaving at charge is really nice. I still am under the opinion that going through Dre and Botwoon was faster. Because one trip up Main Street, one trip in the North Fair, you find the map, Metal Pirates right there, Charge right there at the bottom of West Ocean, and Mother Brain right there. And ship to refill all of your ammo. So I'm still under the impression that Botwoon, Dre into Botwoon first was actually faster. But
with how long Nitro's taking on this fight, it's looking like fighting Dragon would have been faster than what he did. But
yeah,
he's
especially
through.
For
he has the gravity. He's gonna get through this Main Street that Tilly is slowly wrecking through. We're gonna be faster.
We're gonna be synced at Mother Brain. I think we're gonna be synced up.
This is really close, yeah.
He's got gravity, space jump, all of the movement items.
I think Tilly's fast enough, though.
I think so, too. I think you're right. I hope you're right.
You see how close it is.
Now we're officially... We're out of water rooms now.
And Nitro is just flying up this room. It's an important speed skip here.
He's gonna ammo it?
Looks like it. He's got enough ammo to get through, though, so it's okay.
Yeah. It's not bad. Speed skip's still faster, a little safer, but still not slow. Still not that slow. Nitro nailing the speed skip first try. Oh, this is close, boys and girls.
It's going to be a faster fight for Nitro with the supers.
Yes, absolutely. All right, chat, it's that time. Get your times in for the escape. We all know it's about 13 seconds, but feel free to guess
I think Nitro's
anyways.
ahead. I think Nitro's actually ahead here.
We start with the wave beam shot for funsies.
I guess. I don't know what else that was for. But, like, the super fight is so fast.
Tilly missed a shot. Yeah, Tilly missed a shot as well. It's literally just 24 shots for Tilly. So, essentially, about 2 supers per second. Yep, Nitro's done first. It's a whole second for a charge beam. So, 24 seconds for Tilimorf versus the 15 seconds for Nitro. And that's enough to put him ahead.
And that, like Chat pointing out, that is a game-winning speed skip. Because even though Tilly was able to get through, it was not fast at all, breaking all the Zebs. And I think that is just straight up the difference here. Holy crap.
15 seconds, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 rooms. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat called it. Her team.
So, Nitro, squeaking by, taking that victory. Well, it's not official yet. But get your GGs ready in the chat, folks.
This is heartbreaking for Tilly.
For the winner of today's matchup, V2Nitro. Tilly getting the bad news at the last second.
He got sniped in a 15-second escape. That is absolutely brutal.
Tragic. You're right. I didn't even think about it. Wait, 15-second escape and you get sniped? Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, 54:32 official time for Nitro. 54:39 for Tilly. That is, I think, the second closest race we've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, that's really, really close. Oh my gosh.
You know, you're hoping for a game 3, but that is what an ending. You're not gonna be upset walking away after seeing a race that close.
Absolutely. All right, so now we are joined with the winner of our match today, V2Nitro, followed by Tilimorf. How you feeling, guys?
GG's. I feel incredibly lucky to have won both of those seeds. I don't think I really deserved either of them, to be honest. But man, yeah, 2 crazy seeds.
Yes, you guys got some punishing seeds for sure. The first one was Chad's. Let's talk about that second one. Fresh in our minds. Winning by just, what we would say, 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's
Nitro.
incredibly lucky because I played the end game so bad. I'm really curious because I honestly, I thought it was over immediately as soon as I couldn't kill Ridley the first time. I'm assuming that also must have happened to Tilly then as well. Yeah, you went in to see...
the thing that happened...
Yeah, you tell me what happened.
In C, very close to the beginning is speed, right?
Right.
To continue with the rest of the seed, you have to get up to 4.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So he was speed locked and he had to turn around.
Yeah, that's almost worse. I guess, I mean, it must be worse, right? Than not being able to kill Ridley the first time. Could Tilly kill Ridley when he went for speed, or did he have to go get speed and then also come back later?
He did a one-trip criteria, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Okay,
it was slow.
So it's not
Yeah.
the worst thing ever, but it's still worse than what I had to do, I guess, because I could make it out with speed, even though I had to go back.
I think it was pretty much a wash. I think you guys were pretty close together on that Ridley there. It was pretty close together.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's very fortunate that the speed lock was there. I was hoping for that, of course. I did forget to think about it when I saw it, though. So, yeah.
Yeah, so Ridley being where he was, blocking the map. Tilimorf, question for you. You saw the path to the map, reloaded, and found the item you needed to get to said map, but you did not sacrifice for it. Instead, you chose to blind more criteria. Was there something that you were thinking about specifically there when you decided to keep blinding?
I was just very close to the ammo kill of Ridley, so I figured I might as well keep blinding until I got the ammo, and which I did. It took a little bit longer than I had hoped, but yeah, it probably would have been better to grab the map, reset, and then go directly for the items instead of blinding them. But
oh, that's a fair assumption for sure. Yeah, the fact that there were literally 0 X's there inside of criteria. It was one tank, a bunch of missiles, and Tilly, you dodged it, But Nitro, his first trip to Criteria, he went down to the very bottom of Criteria and grabbed that Spazer beam and reset
Yeah,
that.
that was my situation was so bad. Like I had, because it takes so long to come back for Ridley, like I could not check. Like I had to check that for charge.
Mhm.
I felt, because like the alternative is so bad, which it was. And it's also it was really close. I had to, like, I did count. It's like really close to being enough ammo for Ridley, but I don't think I could do it.
Yeah. Tilimorf ended up doing his Ridley with, I believe, like 45, 20, and 45, 25, and like 5 power bombs.
Yeah.
So just barely scraping by with power bombs and missiles. You managed to
20
find,
and 5.
what's it?
Yeah.
45, 20, and 5. You're right. Yes. 45, 20, and 5. Right. And you managed to get about, I think, 40, 30, or 40, 25 at that point now?
Yeah,
at
I
that time?
was
30, 30, 30, 30,
I was I don't remember exactly what it was. It was 25. I think I was 30. I think it was 30, 25. And then, yeah, it was 30, 25 because I had exactly enough, but then I couldn't have I was down a super, so I also had to use some power bombs.
Oh, right.
Because of the super door before Ridley.
You very nearly whiffed a super on Ridley's tail. I saw your head shake when that happened.
It was close. I was taking the fight
That was
really slow and
dangerously
safe,
close.
but yeah, the turnaround shot, that was too close.
All right. Any other? Well, how about you, Derb? I might have stole all the highlights from you, but did you see anything else where these guys might have matched up, synced up? Interesting plays.
I want to know how Tilly did the end game, like after coming back to Brinstar. I assume you just killed Dre and did Dre and Batoon with ammo?
No, I went and found Ninja Pirates and Mother Brain.
Okay.
And at the bottom of West Ocean was Charge. So once I got Charge, I went back and back toward Batoon with Plasma Wave.
See that Bryn Major Nitro that you didn't get?
Yeah, that
was Plasma. We saw that from Tilly. So he had a way faster Batoon fight.
Yeah.
You guys actually entered it at basically the same time.
That's so funny.
Just crushed the fight, but he didn't have gravity because he left after Charge in Norfair.
That's actually, this seed is insane, but like it is actually incredible that we're this
You'll have
close.
to watch this back.
Like
you'll have to watch this back. It's so good.
Because like you said, we were around at Ridley around the same time. Like the fact that it's even, like I just can't believe it's even. I thought I was so screwed after the first one was a grab. I mean, I'm sure you understand, Derb. It's 99%. I was so sunk cost. I was like, the next one has to be grabbed. The next one has to be grabbed.
Yeah,
every time.
Absolutely.
Like you should just, absolutely should just immediately turn around at Charge. But I was so sunk costed. And
it's really surprising you.
It still evens out, which is crazy to me that it still evens out and getting grab.
I have a very specific question to both of you guys. First time going to Brinstar after Ridley. Well, I guess it'd be technically the second time for Tilly. You guys ended up choosing not to go for Dragon into Batu, even though you guys had the ammo for it. Is there any particular thought why you skipped that? Because if you look at the map right there on Nitro Room, Butterfly and the Dragon into Batu. Butterfly is your farm.
It is a farm, but it's not a good one. Like the simple answer is it's slow, and like in the situation where you can get Charge or grab quickly, like I think you should. Like what I should have done was after T-map, I should have gone back into the farm room by Main Street and farmed to full there, and then just done it. That's what I should have done, and I think I finish like several minutes faster if I do that. But yeah, it just sucks because you just don't want to do that. You really don't want to do Dragon into Batoon. But I do agree with you. I think it is the best thing to do.
Yeah, in hindsight. Well, skipping the first Torian entrance to the top left of Aqueduct, which is right next to Torian.
Yeah, that was rough as well.
That was tragic.
That was tragic.
Found that map instantly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the right T entrance was
surprised.
closer. Once you're already in right Aqueduct, it's definitely quicker to go to the right T entrance. But you know, it's not that big a deal since T's small. Yeah. And then we don't need to talk about the first seed at all, right? We can just completely forget everything that happened there.
What do you mean? It was glorious to watch. Probably not to play, but it was great to watch.
No, that was so bad.
I made so many
lots of
mistakes
deaths.
that first one.
I did as well. That
Yes.
was some of the worst I think I've ever played in a map random seed. I played so bad. It was crazy. I genuinely, I need to apologize because I like majorly failed upwards in that seed. Like,
That was like you're on one tank for half an hour and every heat room is in the way or something
Yeah.
like that.
so
Yeah,
I can
And
imagine
Varia's
I
nowhere
won.
near.
Yeah, I won because I got Varia, which I'm pretty sure. Like, there's no way Tilly got Varia. I don't think.
No, I didn't.
No, he did not get Varia.
That's why I won for sure. That was literally in my mind, like that exact major being Varia was like the one and only out I could possibly have to win the seed, and it happened. That's the world we live in. So I got very.
For those who are
lucky.
joining us late, the Meridia, the Varia suit in question was in Meridia, but you had to loop around far to the left, go up north, and
It
then
was
come
in
back
Bryn,
far to the
actually.
right. Was it Bryn? Okay,
Yeah. Either way, you had to
think
go
you're right. I
pretty
think it
far
was
out of your
Bryn.
way for it.
It was
very far for a singular major, and it happened to be Varia.
Yeah.
And there was another Meridia entrance though. That's what it was.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
what
there
it
was. It was. Yeah, that was like if that Meridia entrance wasn't there, there's like no way I could justify it. But because it was, there's at least something I could play for.
the winning key there.
Yeah.
It felt like one of those never punished kind of moments. You go far out
Oh,
of your
yeah,
way,
for
you
sure.
find one major, and it ended up being Varia. So
Yeah, there was
Nitro was
something
talking
else. Oh yeah, also Kraid being in wreck ship.
for it.
That was the two things. Getting Varia and then Kraid being in wreck ship and not the other two zones was what made victory
Mhm.
possible there.
Yeah, because you went through Meridia, but didn't get you went through an area and didn't get the
Yeah,
map,
it's Torian.
but ended
yeah.
up just proceeding towards Kraid and wreck ship. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was Tilimorf. We heard about Nitro shambled in the beginning. He soft locked at the very beginning too, coming back from Morph in the Edikun tank group. He fell down. You almost fell down yourself, but managed to spin jump your way back up. So Nitro
Yeah.
was already feeling the pressure at the beginning. How about you though? How are you feeling at the beginning of Seed 1? Some deaths there, the soft lock and Big Pink, which Nitro actually figured out that logic first try. Immediately realized he couldn't check any other door there. He had to leave the way he came in. You ended up
Yeah.
soft locking.
I realized as soon as I fell in Big Pink that I couldn't get back, but I figured I'd just keep exploring. And it turns out there was a power bomb if I hadn't died going through Gauntlet, because there was a power bomb just further before whatever the next zone was. But after I had died, I was like, well, I guess I'll do it properly and go through the morph tunnel or the crumble blocks and make it. But I think my biggest stumble was not realizing that I could ice clip back after Fantoon. So I killed Fantoon and reset instead of ice clipping because I didn't have a way up Main Street. And when I was going back the second time, I realized, I could have just ice clipped. So that was a big time loss going for Fantoon twice. But
that's really rough. Yeah.
I think my biggest struggles was just all the hell runs. I kept trying and dying.
Yeah.
I had through to the
very
map.
similar struggles, I imagine.
Yeah. The
I was on my way.
cost a lot, for sure.
I was on my way back to ammo kill Ridley without Varia and Dragon in Seed 1. I had only killed Fantoon and Kraid when you finished, so
yeah, I mean,
it was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, there was just no tanks anywhere. I don't think like it was
kept
very
finding
rough.
reserve tanks.
Oh, no.
Yes,
in heated
a couple
rooms
of
and then
times.
dying.
Yeah, he almost got bailed out twice, except they were LOL reserve tanks.
That's
So.
really unfortunate.
But so it goes. I was really hoping to get to game 3, but of course, as I entered the landing site, you finished.
I'm very sorry. Like that feels so bad to get sniped that close on a 10-second escape. That feels so bad.
I wanted to talk about that actually. Tilimorf, on the way to Mother Brain, you opted not to try that speed skip and ammo these ebbs instead. Were you feeling the pressure there? Or you just not super comfortable with short charges? Because Nitro ended up hitting that short charge first try, and that's what sealed the deal.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that was really clutch, huh?
Yeah, my speed short charges are terrible. So, no, I did not think I could hit that. So I just went for the ammo.
That's a tight one for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I would have been completely
definitely
screwed if I didn't hit that, because I have only charge wave. I don't have plasma. I would have been done for.
Mhm. Yeah, with spending all your ammo in there, yeah, it would have been toast. It would have been GG's for you there. But we would have
know
had a game
what's-
3. I'm
you
sad
know
we
what's even
don't, but
Crazier, just like a few more missed shots on V2 also would have done it. Like it's crazy.
a couple
how
more
close-
missed shot there. Tilly did
Yeah.
miss at least one, I know, if not maybe even 2 charge shots on Mother Brain too, as well. So it
Yeah.
was that close. It was that close. You guys need to watch this one back.
I was
If I-
so
Minus all the shambles.
unsure. I don't know if you could like tell. I paused again right before. Like I knew where it was a Dragon and Devatu the whole time, but I paused again before, like while I was in Aqueduct, because I was like, I really contemplated, like now that I had grab, I was like, could it possibly just be faster to kill Dragon with grapple?
We were debating that actually.
Because like it's just so
Mhm.
slow with charge wave. But in the end, I decided I had to go for Devatu only, because like if it goes well, surely it's faster, right? But it's
I
just
think
so
it ends
bad.
up being around the
Yeah.
same speed, but you
It probably, would
probably
be
do
about the
Batu
same.
with supers, and then you're down ammo for the
Yeah.
Mother Brain, which would
That's
be scary.
true. That's the other thing that uses ammo. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a really interesting seed though, for sure. Especially with speed being with Ridley. Like the seed is very interesting.
It trolled you with speed. And really down there.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, anyway, GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Good luck in the next match.
Thank you, thank you. I got Spongy next, which that's gonna be a rough one.
Sponge has been grinding. He's done a lot of
Yeah.
races this season.
Yes. Yes, he has. It's gonna be a good one though. It was glad to see you guys show up. Maybe you guys didn't put your best foot forward, but you put a foot forward anyways. It was a great watch. Watch these back. Maybe not the first one for Tilimorf. He's probably not proud of that one. But the second one, watch that one back. It is a cliffhanger and a half. But yeah.
Man.
Closing thoughts. We'll start off with Nitro, Tilly, Derp. I'll let you guys
Yeah.
want to talk more about any specific things in the seed.
No, yeah, thanks y'all. Really appreciate it. But you two in particular, and I'm not just saying it because you're here. It's actually true. Some of my favorite commentators. So I'm very excited to watch this one back. And yeah, Horse Girl for tracking. Thank you very much. And yeah, GG's.
Tilly.
Echo that as well. GG's. Thank you for the commentary and tracking. Game 2, I would say, if I had to blame anything, I'm going to blame my pause button for when I was trying to double spring ball jump back with plasma. My pause button was not cooperating. It took me like 6 tries to actually get my game to pause, and then I got it first try. So that was good. But yeah, GG's. These were fun matches. I'll definitely watch them back. Even game 1 through the shambles. But yeah,
You
Good
can
to
see the
see both
equal
shambles
shambles.
at
There was
least.
equal shambles. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take solace that I was really going through it as well.
yeah, I'm excited to watch more matches and continue in the lower bracket.
Mm-hmm. All right, Derp.
I think we've pretty much covered everything. Do we know Tilly's opponent in the lower bracket?
I've got it up. I can check real quick.
Looks like it is a couple rounds away.
Yeah, it's a far one
Yeah.
up.
Got D Rocky Dessler, which I think is happening right now, by the way. If y'all want to watch more after this. I believe
Mhm.
game 3
Thunder.
is on SG, or no, game 1 is happening right now
Ooh, we got
on
another race,
SG4. Y'all can jump over to that right after this. But
Oh yeah.
I think that's everything for us. So, again, shout out to our runners. Shout outs to us on comms and the Horse Girl Esports 69 on tracking. As
Putting in
always, been
some
doing
major
so much
work,
work.
by the way, Horse Girl. some major work. Yep. Exclamation mark R for following our racers. Exclamation mark C to follow the crew. My name's 50 Thomas, and that's Derp. If there's anything else you guys like to say it now. Otherwise, we'll close it out.
Nope. GG's.
GG's.
All right. GG's the one and all. And we will see you next mission. Good night, everybody.